Devin's gonna say that and then go all price himself like he always does. Don't bring up Devin Haney. Devin Haney calls out everybody. Don't fight nobody.
But you lined up
and on top of that, aside from that, I mean, I knock him out cold, he gonna sue me.
He can say what he want to say. The world knows that I'm Debo for a reason, because I'm the guy pulling up on everyone and wanting to make the biggest, best fights happen. So the duck talk is for somebody else, not for me.
Dev has been putting in work. 3-division world champion, undisputed, traveled over to freaking Australia. You know, not once but twice, took short money too.
Rolly Romero went off after reports surfaced that his fight with Devin Haney had been signed, and he made it clear he has no respect for Haney's talk. Romero says Haney can say whatever he wants outside the ring, but once they fight, he plans to knock him out. Rolly even joked that Haney might end up trying to sue him after taking the loss.
For you, is it something that you like?
Can we put a 4x4 ring?
An 18 by 18 ring?
18 by 18, a 4x4, bro.
4x4. But does it sound, I don't know, are you willing to entertain it a little bit more now, given that he did win and you're in a position now also as well as you're the A side?
Are we in a 4x4?
Rolly Romero also took a shot at Devin Haney's resume, arguing that Haney's biggest wins don't prove he has beaten the best fighters in boxing. He believes Haney still hasn't scored a truly elite victory that stands out as an incredible achievement.
He has the best wins in boxing. He has that win in Mexico that they raised up the opponent's hand. He has that win against Ryan Garcia. And then he also has his win against Jose Ramirez where he didn't throw a single punch. So, yeah, Devin Haney has these incredible wins, that just defy all.
Rolly Romero reacted strongly to the reported agreement, taking to X to say the deal is done and calling it a major opportunity. He also attacked the Haney family, accusing them of being soft and dishonest while promising to put an end to their rivalry. Devin Haney responded by explaining that Rolly was the one who wanted the fight and that his focus is simply on making the best matchup possible. Haney also made it clear that once everything is officially finalized, he is willing to fight anyone.
Criticism of you the way you fought in the second half of fights when you've been up on the cards. But one thing no one can say about you is that you duck anybody. You're clearly willing to fight the best. How do you feel like, I know just personally we all experience in our lives. If someone says something about us and we feel like, well, they have a point of view that may be valid or invalid, but if someone says something about us and we feel like they're just lying on us, that's a different feeling. When he said ducky, what category of criticism did that fall in your own mind?
I just took it with a grain of salt. I think that he just trying to, sell the fight, which rightfully so. We haven't really heard from Rolly since the Ryan Garcia fight. So, I didn't take it personal. He can say what he want to say. The world knows that, I'm Debo for a reason, because I'm the guy pulling up on everyone and wanting to make the biggest, best fights happen. So, the duck talk is for somebody else.
Bill Haney confirmed the fight by posting that he had just spoken with Luis de Cubas and told Rolly Romero that the next move was up to him, adding that Devin Haney would be ready to fight on May 30th. Tim Bradley also praised Haney's approach, saying Devin is chasing greatness by taking on tough opponents like Rolly and testing himself against the best competition to prove what he can really do.
Dev out here chasing greatness. That's what Dev is chasing. He chasing straps. The belts mean something to Devin Haney. Yeah, it means something to him. He trying to get Xander Zayas into the ring, even trying to go up a 4th weight class and testing himself against Xander Zayas, who's a tremendous fighter, who's a tremendous damn boxer, who's bigger than Devin Haney, way bigger, standing at like 6 foot. And Dev is like, hey, let me get that. I see something I can get with you. My skills against yours, I can get with you. So look, now that Rolly Romero, nobody was talking about his scary not wanting to fight freaking Devin Haney, making all these damn excuses. Nobody was calling him a duck like they trying to call Dev a duck. Yeah, man.
Even before the fight was officially confirmed, Devin Haney and Rolly Romero had already been linked through earlier negotiations, especially after tensions grew between their teams. Romero had previously responded by accusing Devin and Bill Haney of making a fake call-out and questioned whether they were ever serious about making the fight happen.
They called me out right after the fight, but they're trying to play that all humble stuff over there in Saudi and stuff like that, you know. Why didn't call me out after I beat Ryan?
No, we're out in Vegas.
Right? I didn't get called out by Dev. I got called out by his daddy. So who knows, bro? I don't really care for it. I don't want anything to really do with it. At the end of it, after I fought Ryan and beat Ryan, right? What I say? I think Devin should still get his rematch. Let him go handle his stuff with his rematch. Has nothing to do with me. I don't want anything to do with it.
Tim Bradley recently discussed Devin Haney's latest career decision, noting that Haney chose to call out one of the toughest fighters around 147 pounds. Bradley said Haney had other major options available, including Ryan Garcia and Keyshawn Davis, but instead decided to face Rolando Romero, who previously defeated Garcia. Bradley believes that choice says a lot about Haney's willingness to take on a dangerous opponent instead of choosing an easier matchup. At the same time, Bradley pointed out that Haney has appeared to avoid other top contenders for quite some time.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to explain this to you guys, man. He saw the biggest and the baddest dude at 147 pounds. Could have Dev went and gave an offer to Barrios? He saw the biggest and baddest dude. And he said, oh yeah, I want him. Right? After coming off of two performances, not one, but two performances. That Ramirez performance was oh my goodness. And the one before that, of course, we know what happened, you know, all the allegations and all that bullshit. But yeah, it wasn't a great performance, you know. But then he fights Norman Jr., who is the booty man at 147 pounds. Remember that shit. Don't forget that. Power punching, knocking people out, putting motherfuckers in comas. Dev stepped in the ring with him. Iced his ass.
Bradley stressed that Haney's decision to face Romero comes after two recent performances that were not his strongest. Although Devin has proven that he has the talent and ability to compete at a high level, those fights raised questions about whether he is ready for another dangerous challenge. Bradley believes taking on Romero could be Haney's chance to rebuild confidence, prove himself again, and show that he still belongs among the elite. If Haney performs well, the fight could work in his favor by sending a strong message, silencing critics, and showing that he is willing to face serious competition. Bradley sees this matchup as a potential turning point in Haney's career, with the outcome capable of changing how fans view him going forward.
A guy who Ryan Garcia lost to. But the crazy part to me is that when Ryan Garcia lost to him, man, the funny thing is how everybody is so empathetic towards Ryan. Oh, Ryan, it's okay, man. You'll be back, all this shit. Yeah, empathy. Now everybody trying to call Dev a duck. Ryan, he didn't want to fight Dev back then. If he did, he would have won that damn fight. If he did, he would have won that damn fight with Rolly Romero because he was supposed to win that fight. He was a heavy-ass favorite in that fight. But he didn't because he didn't want to fight Dev. He didn't want to fight Dev then, but ain't nobody talking about that. They just say, oh, he had an off night. You know, his soul was tampered with and all this bullshit.
Greg Hackett recently shared his take on the Devin Haney versus Rolando Romero matchup, saying Rolly's fight is expected to happen before a possible rematch with Ryan Garcia. He believes the Haney-Romero clash has the potential to be one of the most exciting fights in the division. Hackett says Haney will need to be sharp from the opening bell, especially with his jab, timing, and accuracy, if he wants to control Romero. Rolly brings serious power, quick hands, and an unpredictable style, making him a dangerous opponent for anyone between 135 and 147 pounds. Hackett also believes the current timing of the negotiations makes a Romero fight more likely to happen before Haney considers another showdown with Garcia.
Rolly is saying, like, if you don't fight me, you're...
Right.
What you think of that?
I mean, it's chess. At the same time, that's a great fight. Rolly coming off a good performance versus Ryan Garcia. Devin Haney lost to Ryan Garcia initially, but that would be like a good little triangle situation. You know what I'm saying? I like that fight. And if they do fight, I wouldn't be mad at it. I like it.
May 30th, Barclay,
May 30th is
New York.
perfect time. New York is the perfect spot. All I gotta do is ride up the road. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good joint.
Who wins?
I don't know, because we looking at a better Rolly. Rolly being better with his patience, better with his jab, and we know he a big puncher. Devin Haney is a hell of a boxer, but can he stay away from Rolly?
While fans have been waiting for a Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia rematch, Greg Hackett believes the fight with Rolando Romero is much closer to becoming a reality. Haney has the skills, discipline, and experience, but Romero's aggressive style and knockout power mean he will need to be fully prepared. Greg believes this matchup carries major importance for Haney's career because a strong performance could help protect his reputation and keep him moving toward the top of the rankings. With Romero also looking to make a major statement, this fight could play a big role in shaping what comes next for both fighters.
What does Devin Haney need to do in a fight like Rolly? He's a big puncher. He's an athletic kid. And you've had problems with that, but you've also had success against that. So which version of Dev is the best Dev to go against that style?
Just coming out there with a dominant jab, offsetting his timing with your movement, the feints, and being confident in your shots. Don't try to do too much, but at the same time, you got to put something on Rolly a little bit, because Rolly only respect power. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying Dev don't have the power, but you're gonna have to make him feel it. You know what I'm saying?
So no sharp, feathery shit?
No, you got to whoop his ass. You got to whoop Rolly ass, because that's the only thing he respect. Rolly only look bad when he getting his ass kicked.
He only respect violence?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Rolly.
Boxing analysts have been examining Devin Haney's decision to face Rolando Romero instead of pursuing another fight with Ryan Garcia, saying the choice appears to be based on both strategy and opportunity. Many believe Haney is looking for the bigger payday while also taking on a fight that carries serious stakes. Although fans were expecting Haney and Garcia to meet again, Haney's team reportedly sees Romero as the more immediate and financially rewarding challenge. A strong performance against Rolly could give Haney another chance to strengthen his reputation, make a statement in the division, and attract even more attention to his career.
Market that. And Devin has commanded these purses from his bigger fights. He's probably not going to look to backtrack, even though he's stepping down to an unknown name in Lewis Crocker. So that fight logistically probably doesn't make sense. So what else is left? I guess Rolly, you know? For me, I've already told y'all what I feel. The number one fight that should be happening for Devin is this part right here. Ryan Garcia Part 2. I don't know how we've gotten to the point where, and I understand Rolly's a champion, but I don't understand how we got to the point of Rolly being the target. It don't really make.
Experts also believe Haney's decision reflects careful planning for his career. He appears to be choosing fights that can bring both financial rewards and greater respect in boxing. While some fans may criticize him for not facing Ryan Garcia, analysts see the Romero matchup as a calculated risk. By taking on Rolly, Haney has an opportunity to prove himself, build on his recent momentum, and strengthen his position in the division. With the attention surrounding the matchup, the fight has all the ingredients to become a major event for boxing fans and the media.
Devin was on DAZN literally days ago talking about Ryan has a great backstory, there's bad blood there, and the timing is good. It'll be the biggest fight in boxing. So how do we go from that to days later, you're talking about Rolly, the ball's in your court? Y'all let me know in the comment section. I don't think the Rolly fight is quote unquote bad or horrible. It's a watchable fight. Rolly is an entertainer. He has power. So people would probably tune in for that dynamic. But to kind of take Devin's career to another level, this needs to be re-examined and rectified. Ryan, look, he looks softer and stuff like that. He looked like in his last fight, he truly trained a bit harder. He looked to be in better.
Max Kellerman recently addressed the criticism surrounding Devin Haney's performance against Norman Jr., noting that many fans and analysts were unhappy with the way Haney fought and the result he delivered. The performance led to questions about Haney's consistency and whether he can handle intense pressure against elite opponents. Despite the backlash, Haney remained confident, making it clear that one fight should not define his entire career or determine what he is capable of achieving.
Stop
boxing really over the second half and just kind of because you were holding him more and all that kind of stuff. How do you respond to that?
No, I wasn't doing the holding. It was him that was doing the holding. If you go back and look at the fight, he initiated a lot of the clinches. Yep. But you know, it's all experience. You know, you learn from it. I do think that I could have got the stoppage if I would have pressed on the gas a little bit more. But I was listening to my corner and, you know, just staying disciplined. And it is what it is. We move on to the next. Let's not forget, that was a fight that a lot of people picked me to lose,
including me. By the way, based on the way you looked against Ramirez, including me, right? And you dominated.
Yeah, exactly. So you cannot be critical of it if you picked the guy to beat me, and which a lot of people actually picked the guy to not only beat me, to knock me out. So that's a fight that I dominated. In my opinion, I think I won almost.
Devin Haney admitted that he was not at his best against Norman Jr. and that the loss was a tough setback, but he believes experiences like that are part of becoming a better fighter. Haney said the defeat taught him important lessons, helped sharpen his skills, and made him more prepared for future challenges. He also pointed out that the worst had already happened, so there was no reason to fear adversity. Max Kellerman agreed that this kind of mindset is important for elite athletes because learning from losses can build confidence, resilience, and improvement. Haney's response shows that he is determined to use the setback as motivation and come back stronger in his next major fights.
First, I hate that it happened. I hate that it went that way, but I definitely feel like it brought the best out of me. And some people with that you know, if that happened to them, it's either going to make you or break you. And you know, like I said, it wasn't easy. But I came out on top. It made me better, and I just used it as an experience. And that's why I knew that a guy like Brian Norman just couldn't beat me, because you know, just what I've been through. You know, my experience, my you know, I feel like the worst could already happen already. So when I go into these fights, I feel like, you know, that was the worst that could happen. And pretty much I just go in there with that mindset, and I feel like no.
Boxing analyst Bernie the Boxer recently discussed a possible Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney rematch and suggested that the fight could now be in serious doubt. Bernie said fans have been waiting to see the two rivals meet again, but Haney appears to have shifted his attention toward other goals. Instead of immediately chasing the rematch, Devin seems focused on testing himself against the toughest opponents available and taking on challenges that can push his career forward.
Likely going the Rolly Romero route at welterweight. Now, obviously, everybody wanted to see the rematch with him and Devin. I mean, Devin and Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
But it seems to me that Devin wants more. He doesn't want to be the B side in the situation. He definitely wants more testing than, you know, he wants Ryan to start testing earlier before, you know, they mandate him to do the testing.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ryan Garcia had interest in, you know, Shakur Stevenson.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so maybe, you know, and he's even talked about even going to 140 pounds that he can make the weight. Ryan Garcia wants to fight the biggest and best challenges right now. Do you see the rematch happening, or do you feel like it might fade away?
Bernie believes Haney deserves credit for wanting to test himself against elite competition because it shows ambition and a desire to improve. However, he also cautioned that Haney should not ignore the major fights fans are eager to see. Taking on the toughest challenges can strengthen a fighter's skills and legacy, but career planning also has to consider the big matchups that attract the most attention. Bernie's comments highlight the challenge Haney faces between pursuing personal growth and delivering the high-profile fights boxing fans want.
I feel like these fighters have to be more, if you know, where there's a will, there's a way. You know, that's the age-old sentence. Where there's a will, there's a way. So I'm pushing it to Ryan Garcia again. We need you to do the testing, bro. You're doing a lot of talking. You're disrespecting me after you wronged me. You know, you're doing a lot of talking. You're doing a lot of disrespectful things after the fact. Okay, so that's a violation. So if you say that everything that you're doing, you have a lot of redeeming to do as well. So go through the process of testing like we need you, because, you know, obviously, you know, you have a problem. If you don't want to do the advanced testing, then that's
all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more boxing updates and discussions. See you next time.